Today on Cinemania, we'll grow up with the top 5 coming-of-age films. We'll find out who's in and who's almost in Hollywood's frat pack. And head out of this world to count down the best space films. All this and more as we look at the silver screen's best and worst in Cinemania. These films follow characters who are making the transition from adolescence to adulthood. That's right, we're counting down coming-of-age films. Number 5 on Cinemania's list of top 5 films is the award-winning coming-of-age drama, Wondrous Oblivion.
Love of cricket.
This film puts the joys of backyard cricket in the cinematic spotlight.
The English woman's garden.
Set in 1960s England, the tale follows young Jewish schoolboy David Wiseman, who has all the cricketing kit, not to mention the trivia knowledge to go with it. But he's a terrible player.
All right, steady, steady.
Luckily, the perfect coach lands on his doorstep in the shape of a new neighbour. But when the prejudice of other neighbours makes life difficult, David has to choose between fitting in and standing up for his new friends. This film's touching themes see it make number 5 on Cinemania's list of top 5 coming-of-age films.
It's not bad, it's not bad.
At number 4 is the coming-of-age drama, The Sisterhood of the Travelling Pants.
But a pair of pants would keep us together.
You think that a pair of jeans that fits all 3 of you is going to fit all of this?
Based on the 2001 best-selling novel, Sisterhood followed 4
we can dig
lifelong
up some
teen
extra
friends who
fabric.
marked
Just
their
tell
first
everybody
summer
that
apart,
Carmen's Puerto
only to
Rican,
return
and unlike
home
you
a little
and your
older
daughter.
and a lot
She
more
has a
worldly.
booty!
A tie that
feel like
binds
some
them is a
outsider
pair
who
of
doesn't
jeans
even
that
belong
fits
to
each
you
woman
anymore. Are
perfectly,
you ashamed
despite
of
their
me?
varying
Why
shapes,
did you leave?
sizes,
Why did
and
you have to
styles.
go? Rhythm, I'll make you brave.
Help! Call an ambulance!
You got a price sticker on your forehead.
While this heartwarming tale
You
has
must
touched
never
all that
see
have
this
seen
boy
it,
again.
one question
All my
remains.
life, everybody's
Did
seen
the pair
me
of
a
jeans
certain
really
way.
fit all
But
of
what
the
do you see?
sisterhood perfectly? When the cast were asked,
mad.
they
Oh my
replied
God.
that they did.
Why is that
With a
so
little
hard
help
for me
of
to
movie
see?
magic.
I have no problem being mad at you.
Because you know I'll always love you no matter what.
At number 3 on Cinemania's list of top 5 coming-of-age films is the controversial 13.
Looks like she grew up this summer. What's up, E?
13 director Catherine Hardwick co-wrote the story with a 13-year-old star of the movie,
Incredible.
delving into the lives of teenage girls who have spun
Here,
out
Mom,
of
listen.
control.
It's not simple, nor is it an easy matter to explain.
One of the film's
Let's just
co-stars,
leave it
Nikki
at that.
Reed,
She
was
says,
living that
"This is
destructive
the Holy Book of
lifestyle,
Lies.
while actress
She
Evan
covers her
Rachel
eyes."
Wood played the main character,
Thank
another
God
teen
you're playing
with
your role.
serious problems.
You hungry, baby?
Mom, I'm not your baby.
Okay.
13 joined the ranks of other movies that had examined the lives of troubled teens
Hey, what's
such
wrong with
as
those
Kids
socks?
and Igby Goes Down. The
Well, then what are
stars
they
of
doing in the
13 were
trash?
actual teenagers whose raw talent shone in this independent hit, making it worthy
How come?
of third position.
Because I look stupid, hello?
At number 2 is director Mike Mills's coming-of-age drama,
Justin.
Thumbsucker.
Justin, are you ready to let go of your thumb?
In Thumbsucker, star Keanu Reeves
you
played an
talking like
orthodontist and amateur
Attention
psychologist
deficit
who listed to help the
hyperactivity disorder,
17-year-old played by Lou
classic
Pucci,
hyperactive
who can't
teens.
stop
But it's not
sucking
that
his
simple.
thumb.
Maybe it is.
The dentist eventually cures Pucci's character with the help of
No, you should
hypnosis.
see it. And he wears this tie.
Did you see the girls out there?
Yeah.
Okay, go round them up. Bring them in here.
Men's room.
That's okay. I'm a teacher.
But without his
Maybe I'll
thumb
take
to calm
egalité
his
for
anxieties
20,
about his
mitochondria.
ambitious mother possibly leaving him
We
and his
have to
father,
overcome the
he
idea
turns
that
to the
everyone
attention
is the
deficit
same.
disorder
You're a
drug
killer.
Ritalin. And when
You're a
that
stone-faced
fails,
killer.
he turns to marijuana.
It works. I changed.
The film's lead actor Poochie earned top acting awards at both the Sundance and Berlin film festivals, impressing all with his performance in this coming-of-age film.
More than that.
Finally at number 1 is the New Zealand coming-of-age film, Whale Rider. Whale Rider is a story about a girl named Pi who is hoping to take her place as the leader of her male-dominated tribal village in New Zealand, but struggles to prove herself after her twin brother dies in childbirth. The film tells the story of the tiny Maori community of Whanagara on the east coast of New Zealand, who believe their presence dates back to a single ancestor who escaped death when his canoe capsized by riding to shore on the back of a whale. Since then, Whanagara chiefs have always been the firstborn and male, until, of course, Pi.
And I come from a long line of chiefs stretching all the way back to Hawaii, where our ancient ones are. The ones that first heard the land crying and sent a man. His name was also Paikia. And I'm his most recent descendant.
Keisha Castle Hughes, who was only 12 at the time of filming, went on to receive an Academy Award nomination for her performance. Whale Rider is one of New Zealand's most successful locally made movies, building on a dramatic renaissance of the Maori culture, and is Cinemania's best coming-of-age film. Of the Rat Pack and the Brat Pack. Well, allow me to introduce you to the Frat Pack. The title was inspired by the comedy Old School, where a group of grown men created a fraternity. The Frat Pack members include Vince Vaughn and Will Ferrell, who often star in each other's films. Then there's the Wilson brothers, Owen and Luke, who have been teaming up since their debut film, Bottle Rocket. Jack Black and Ben Stiller round off the Pack's members, with comedian and actor Steve Carell, often considered a developing member. While the entire group has never actually appeared in a film together, they often make small appearances in each other's films. Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy, starred the most members, with Ferrell in the lead, Carell supporting, and Black, Stiller and Luke Wilson also appearing in small roles.
Our station's turf, Burgundy.
Come get a taste.
Other Frat Pack films include Starsky and Hutch, Zoolander, Meet the Parents, Dodgeball, and The Wedding Crashers.
We'd be so happy together. I love you.
I'm sorry? I gotta get out of here pronto. I got a stage 5 clinger. I need some alone time with her. I'm terrified of this broad.
Here you are.
Hey!
We're all going back to our little place on the shore, and it would be so great if you guys came.
Really?
Oh, I'm gonna run it by my dad.
Don't ask your dad. Don't ask your dad. Don't. You're going. I'm not going. Yes, you are. You can go if you want. You're gonna be... I'm not even gonna say it, but you know I'm upset.
Along with familiar faces, their films also have similar comedic senses. So keep an eye out for films starring the hilarious Frat Pack.
Once it hits your lips, it's so good!
Stay with us as we turn our attention to patriotic war movies, looking at both the guts and the glory. Which one will come in at number 1? At number 5 is Gods and Generals, a war film which brought the bloodiest American conflict, the Civil War, to the silver screen. Directed by Ron Maxwell and financed by media mogul Ted Turner, the epic film brought back together the star-studded cast of Gettysburg. The sweeping epic on America's Civil War followed historic figures as they wrestled with allegiance to their country, their home states, and their God.
And bring us peace.
We have seen more suffering than any man should ever see, and if there is going to be an end to it, it must be an end that justifies the cost.
With more than 7,500 reenactors and historians lending their expertise to the film, authenticity took centre stage. Many of the sets were actually on historic battlefields in Virginia, making Gods and Generals worthy of 5th position. Number 4
Lieutenant
on
Scott
Cinemania's
accosted
list of
Sergeant
top 5
Bedford
war
and killed
movies
him.
is the suspense thriller
Give
Heart's
one man
War.
the chance to set his plan in motion.
Any prisoner accused of a crime has a right to a trial.
This war
Another
drama is set in a
man
World
a
War
chance
II
to
prison
join the
camp.
fight.
I'm appointing you
When an
counsel for
American
Lieutenant
prisoner of
Scott.
war
Sir,
is
I'm not a
found
lawyer.
dead in the middle of the
Lieutenant needs
night,
our help.
fellow
Understood?
prisoner Lieutenant Tommy Hart, played
Come to
by
order,
heartthrob
gentlemen.
Colin
Without
Farrell,
this, your client
is
will
forced to
face a
defend the
firing squad.
accused killer, Second
You will
Lieutenant
not
Lincoln
allow
Scott,
him to
played by Terrence
participate
Howard,
in any of our
in the
proceedings. Is
ensuing
that
murder
clear?
trial.
Stay out of our business. You're hardly in a position to hand out orders.
For now.
The trial's just something to keep the Germans distracted.
You know those Russians, they march in and out of here every day? You know where they go?
Munitions plant.
The army thinks it's a damn shoe factory.
As Hart
Ford
digs
breaks the
deeper
delivery.
into the mystery,
35 men
he
going to the
uncovers
wire.
dangerous
Lincoln Scott will be dead.
clashes
How do you
with his
choose who goes out
commanding
and stay
officer,
back to catch the
Colonel
Halford?
McNamara, and
If one man
suffers
has
a
to be
moral
sacrificed
crisis
to take
within.
out that target, then that's the way it has to be.
Coming in third position is Mel Gibson's war film, We Were Soldiers, a cinematic experience which put a new spin on America's most controversial war, bringing to life the true story of the Battle of LZ X-Ray in the La Drang Valley of Vietnam. On November 14th, 1965, more than 400 troopers from the US 7th Air Cavalry found themselves outnumbered. Nearly 2,000 enemy soldiers surrounded them in a small clearing called Landing Zone, and they had to fight like they'd never fought before. This fact-based tale of men under fire and their acts of valour and loyalty to one another is what became the first, and perhaps the worst, major battle of the Vietnam War. The complex and dramatic film had a stellar cast of A-list stars, including Gibson, Greg Kinnear, Sam Elliott and Chris Klein, whose characters helped paint a touching, realistic portrait of war, making We Were Soldiers Cinemania's third best war film. In second position, we find Pearl Harbor, an effects-heavy war drama.
December 7th.
Starring Ben Affleck and Josh Hartnett, the film followed two friends who were drawn into World War II. While one of them enlists with the US Army Air Corps, the other joins the British Royal Air Force. The friends, however, both find themselves attracted to the same woman, played by the beautiful Kate Beckinsale.
By the Empire of Japan.
Set against the attack on Pearl Harbor, their love triangle becomes more and more complicated. The special effects in this war film see Pearl Harbor easily take out Cinemania's second position.
I'll take right.
Finally, Cinemania's top war film is Jarhead. Jarhead's title is the self-imposed nickname of US Marines. The film, directed by Sam Mendes, follows Jake Gyllenhaal's character Swaff, a third-generation enlistee, from a sobering stint in boot camp to active duty.
I am nothing. Without me, my rifle is nothing. Without me, my rifle is nothing.
He sports a sniper's rifle and a ruck on his back through Middle East deserts with no cover from intolerable heat, all from Iraqi soldiers, always potentially just over the next horizon.
I was hooked.
Goodbye now. Good luck now. Goodbye now.
Swaff and his fellow Marines sustain themselves with sardonic humanity and wicked comedy on blazing desert fields in a country they don't understand, against an enemy they can't see, for a cause they don't fully fathom. The film is based on the book Jarhead, a Marine's Chronicle of the Gulf War and Other Battles by Anthony Swafford. The film received mixed reactions in the US, which director Mendes attributed to American viewers not understanding his movie as well as Europeans, because they expect all war films to be one-sided. The objectivity of Jarhead makes it worthy of the top spot on Cinemania's list of war films.
Welcome to the suck.
With the highlights of Hollywood also comes some heartaches. These famous faces are recognisable as the tragic figures of a seemingly glamorous world. One of the most celebrated and probably most tragic figures of Hollywood is blonde bombshell Marilyn Monroe. Born Norma Jean, Marilyn remains the sexiest movie star of all time. Her curvaceous figure, blonde platinum hair and breathless voice are known universally as Marilyn trademarks.
Didn't you notice? His pocket was bulging.
Yeah, that could be a bag of gumdrops.
Marilyn's fame and sexual image were responsible for her rise to the top. Unfortunately, they were also behind her untimely demise. On the 5th of August 1962, Marilyn was found lying face down on her bed. She was a victim of an overdose of sedatives. Marilyn was only 36. This tragic figure had a somewhat ironic demise. James Dean, known for his reckless driving, appeared in a highway safety commercial a few months before his death in a car accident. While he was the lead in only 3 films, James became a symbol for generations of troubled teenagers. He became the face of teen rebellion. Our final tragic figure is the memorable Judy Garland. Her lively personality, amazing vocal talent and youthful innocence made Judy a star. She was MGM's most popular actress at the time, but in order for her to maintain a slim figure and keep up with the demand placed on her by the studio, she was given amphetamines, and to help her sleep, she took barbiturates, a drug that would eventually take her life. These tragic Hollywood stars are immortalised on celluloid, remaining forever young. From meteors to Mars, rockets to robots, galactic wars to a galaxy far, far away. Stay tuned as we count down Cinemania's best space films. Coming in at number 5 is Zathura, a deep space adventure based on a book by the same author of Jumanji and the Polar Express.
Need or need this for me. All the kids that you need.
The screen adaptation of Chris Van Allsburg's best-selling children's book follows 2 squabbling brothers and a mysterious game.
You're just jealous.
When their dad leaves the 2 boys home alone one day, their latest argument leads to the discovery of a game called Zathura. Fascinated, young Danny begins to play, but the game propels the boys and their house into outer space and won't return them home unless they finish the game. They meet a stranded astronaut, wizard-like aliens, a rocket-powered robot, and an intergalactic spaceship battle. This fun adventure is suitable for the whole family, which is why it comes in 5th position.
I gotta tell you, the house looks fantastic.
In 4th position is the remake Solaris. The science fiction drama based on the 1961 novel by Polish author Stanislaw Lem is both a love story and a heady exploration of human consciousness.
How did you get here? She's alive. That's not your wife. Do you remember
the film is a
when we
remake
first
of
saw
the
each other?
1972 Soviet drama of the same name. Solaris tells the story of psychiatrist Chris Kelvin.
Are you gonna stop me from taking her back?
He travels to a space station above a mysterious sentient planet after contact with the station's crew is lost.
We're predetermined to relive our past.
Kelvin soon finds himself haunted by a reincarnation of his late wife, Rhea, who committed suicide a few years before.
I didn't hear you because
After
I was
Rhea
angry.
reappears and Kelvin comes to grips
This
with
is
her
my
arrival,
chance
the
to undo
psychiatrist
that
believes that he's been given a
I
second
need you
chance
to
at
help
love. It soon
How
becomes
am I
clear
with
that
Rhea?
this Rhea is not a true replica of the person he knew on Earth. It seems strange things can happen in space. At number 3 is cult favourite Serenity, because the
This is a
future
robbery.
is worth
What we're
fighting
after
for.
is not yours. Listen up. We're coming down to empty that vault.
You have to give me your authorization password. Okay.
As a general
So
rule,
here's us,
television series
on the
that
raggedy
tank
edge.
after less than one season
Come a day there won't be
don't
room for naughty
translate
men
into
like us to
successful
slip about at
feature
all.
films. For that reason, it's highly
I'm taking your sister under my protection here.
Pictures decided to make Serenity
She's conditioned
happen
for
at all.
combat. She's
The
a
story
creature
of
of
this space
extraordinary
adventure
grace.
started
The
off
only
as the
people she's a
failed
threat
TV
to is us
series
on this boat.
Firefly.
River, do you want to stay with them?
It isn't safe for them.
The Alliance has gone to enormous trouble to find a little friend. You all know what it is you're carrying.
Thanks to Firefly's DVD sales, which exceeded 200,000 units, creator Josh Whedon got the green light
This is
to
gonna get
write
pretty
and
interesting.
direct the
Define
feature Serenity, named after the
God, oh
creaky
God, we're all
spaceship.
gonna die? No,
Yes.
no.
That makes Serenity worthy of third position. Coming in at number 2 isn't a fictional space film. Apollo 13 is based on true events. In 1970, man had already landed on the moon, so very little attention was paid to this space mission until it all went wrong. The film retells the painful death story of a human space capsule and its disastrous journey into space.
Okay, guys, we got it.
While the mission starts off as routine, it soon takes a turn for the worst. Stranded in a crippled spacecraft, the astronauts on board and the crew on the ground do everything they can to return the craft to Earth, making this emotional tale worthy of second position.
Come to the right a little bit.
15 seconds.
I'm Luke Skywalker. I'm here to rescue you.
Number 1 on Cinemania's list of top 5 space movies is the ultimate space movie, Star Wars.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
Obi-Wan never told you what happened to your father. I am your father.
In 1977, George Lucas, the Force behind the Force, introduced the world to his galaxy far away and a world instantly Star Wars has been dazzling audiences with special effects since its first film. You were the chosen one! Time ago, this saga has become a legend. After the initial trilogy, fans had to wait until 1999 to find out the start of the legend. The series finding itself a new generation of Star Wars followers. Lucas attributed the success of the films to the appeal of the alien world he created.
Join me. It is your destiny.
I am a Jedi, like my father before me. So be it, Jedi.
With each film, Lucas continued to raise the bar, making Star Wars Cinemania's best space film.
The Force will be with you.
That's all we've got to offer. Be sure to tune in next time to get your dose of Cinemania.